There's 104 days of summer vacation.
There are 2 months worth of paper in the air right now, and the calendar started in June. That is a lot of vacation and not a lot of education, and that is a sin. Also, littering.
Building a rocket or fighting a mummy or climbing up the Eiffel Tower.
I love this opening theme song, truly, but man, things have changed. The lyrics now would be something like scrolling through TikTok or yelling at Twitter or scrolling for another hour. Go live life and do stuff, kids, but stay off my lawn. Also, all those things are super dangerous and should never be shown to impressionable young children, and apparently it's super important to take care of them little
For locating Frankenstein's brain.
It's over here!
Well, that's the easiest game of Find Frankenstein's Brain that I've ever seen. Elephant cruelty.
So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb.
What is this? A flip book of every thing that happens in this entire show, all crammed into a 50-second intro? With flex like this show better be hella worth it. The moment you realize that Phineas and Ferb's heads are shaped like the first letters of their name on purpose, and it's been in the title sequence this whole time, but you never noticed it until you had to write TVSins for the show, and it kind of blew your mind, but then you didn't want to admit you never saw it before now, so you wrote a run-on sentence about it? Cliché? Having your nickname be Swampy.
Mom! Phineas and Ferb are making a title sequence!
Behold, the birth of Karen. Having to parallel park in your own driveway. Seriously, how did that car even get in there?
So, Ferb, what do you want to do today?
Phineas has yet to hit his voice change. Imagine if he went through a voice change halfway through the first season and sounded completely different. Glad that'll never happen. I hate it when things I love go through voice changes. Unsubscribe.
What about Perry? What does he want to do?
How many kids watch this show and immediately want a f***ing platypus for their birthday, only to find out they're illegal to own, which leads them to realize this entire show is a lie? What a horrible thing to do to children everywhere.
Not like that one we rode at the state fair.
State fairs.
Please exit to the left.
And by left, he means right.
Phineas, Ferb.
Rollercoaster commercials.
What are you doing?
Hauling a useless lamp out into the daylight. What does it look like?
No, I can't go to the mall right now. Oh, if you go, can you see if Jeremy is there?
Yeah, he totally smiled at me last time I was there.
She hits the mall phone and boys teenage girl cliche trifecta in less than 5 seconds flat. She's basically the Usain Bolt of the adolescent cliche Olympics. Since we've already mentioned the casual animal abuse, I'll just add that this line could easily squeeze through those bar gaps. Clothing so stiff it doesn't obey gravity is disgusting. Perry apparently attended the Scooby-Doo Academy of Animating Secret Doors so that they are completely visible and in no way secret.
As always, Agent P, it is imperative that your cover identity as a mindless domestic pet remains intact.
I mean, if you want to keep something secret, perhaps choose an animal that is a legal domestic pet. We have cereal. We have no cereal.
The forms all seem to be in order, although I've never seen them filled out in crayon before.
So Phineas is brilliant enough to build a roller coaster with a blowtorch and peanut butter, but still writes his R's backward? Maybe I should just add 10 sins for this works. And let's do another 10 for SpongeBob level ridiculousness in the real world. And then maybe 10 more for evil layer is obvious cliche. It's 10 plus 10 plus 10, carry the 7, 13 cents. Ooh, can't wait to see the other body part buttons.
You may well ask yourself, why would he do this? Well, let me just answer that by saying I haven't really worked out all the bugs yet.
That is not an answer to the perfectly reasonable question you just asked yourself. Putting up a poster with one staple. Candace is upset because the poster is gone, and maybe she should be mad at herself for not taking the poster with her. Considering catching her brother in the act of shenanigans is her shtick, you'd think she'd learn and adapt by now. Control-C, Control-V, Control-C, Control-V, with new hair. I know this is just a cartoon, but this is giving me a serious case of vertigo, and not the good Jimmy Stewart plays dress up with Kim Novak kind either. This show is next level insane and makes literally no sense, but there's also a city of people, and I find it super hard to believe none of them would call the police to report a dangerous roller coaster circling the interstate. All of this would be in the news. Also, Dr. Floofensquirts, or whatever, opens up the roof to enact his evil plan, and I'm just wondering where everything else in his lab has gone? I mean, this looks fun and all, but you clearly built this thing to bypass this building earlier. Spoofenspurts is going to use a magnet to move the city because he covered it with tinfoil. There's only one problem, doofball. Tinfoil is made of aluminum and not affected by magnets. Plus, I brought my dinosaur that eats force field dogs.
Quickly! We must separate the magnet from the magnifier before it is too late!
Or turn it off.
Look, see?
Okay, I give up. What am I supposed to be looking at?
Look up. Problem solved. I know cartoons play fast and loose with physics and stuff, but even cartoons have a they survive this threshold, right? Because I feel like these kids would only be identifiable by their dental records by this point of the ride.
You know, if that thing crashes to Earth, Candace is in charge.
Yes, I do know that, but how do you, considering you weren't anywhere near that conversation?
We should have charged more.
Capitalism.
See, Mom? I told you they weren't there.
Oh, hi, boys.
Hi, Mom.
I'm calling it. This mom is a robot with zoom vision who can only see the tree trunk that is being shown to us, because in reality, from where she stands in the driveway, she'd see the entire tree and easily notice the flaming roller coaster 10 feet above the boys' heads.
Well, he is a platypus. They don't do much.
They're the only mammals to lay eggs.
The spiny anteaters will be very disappointed to hear that. Every single thing Ferb said in this episode is a lie.
A minute ago, I was really confused about life, and then Grandma came in with her wonderful and affecting roller coaster story, and now everything's great again.
For some reason, you all want to wear the TVSins pitchfork M on your body. So we slapped that on some new merch and threw it in the store. Posters, hoodies, tanks, socks, leggings. Click on the merch below the YouTube player or click the store link at TVSins.com.
So, Ferb, what do you want to do today?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky.
I'm trying to use the phone!
What you doing?
What you doing? Pooping?
I'm gonna go get the snakes.
Why did it have to be snakes? I have had it with these mother snakes on this mother
roller coaster.
I worry about you sometimes, Candace.